Hi everybody. So today I'm going to unbox another Bible. This is one I purchased off of eBay, which if you've been watching my channel, you know that I tend to purchase a lot of Bibles off of eBay. Alright, so this one is going to be a Rainbow Study Bible. Take out the invoice. Okay, so this one here we've got new, improved, user-friendly design, Holman Rainbow Study Bible, KJV edition, over 3 million sold. And then this one is the brown and lavender LeatherTouch, and it is thumb indexed. And the ISBN is not too readable on there. You can see it a little bit better along the bottom. But I'll put the ISBN in the description box, and I'll also put a link in the description box. So this section right here gives us the color coding on it. So there's going to be the color coding system with 12 major themes. So every single verse is going to be color coded in the Bible. And that's one thing that's kind of neat on these. Alright, so this one is the LeatherTouch. We can see that we've got the brown. It's kind of like a chocolate brown. It's got that nice floral design in there. And then we've got our lavender, which that actually looks really pretty. The stitching on there looks really nice. So stitched all the way around the perimeter. On the spine we've got KJV, Holman Rainbow Study Bible, every verse color coded, bold line edition, and the Holman logo. Then on the back we've got those same colors, but just not the design on there like on the front. This one is thumb index, so we've got the black tabs for the Old Testament and the red for the New. So let's take a quick peek on the inside of this. Now on the Holman, on the Rainbow Study Bibles, you're not going to have, even though every verse is coded, they're just going to be in just those 12 categories. So unlike the marked reference Bible, where if it's got something that falls into two, then what they'll do is they'll split and have one half of that section in one color and the other side in another, where this one's not going to be like that. But I still really like the Rainbow Bibles. So we've got a paper paste down. Got a presentation page. These also come in multiple translations. This one just happens to be the KJV. There's the different cover options. Looks like we've got a little bit of issues here in the gutter. And this is just going to be a quick video. It's not going to be a real thorough review of it. I've got other reviews of the Rainbow Study Bibles, so you can always go back and look at those. Okay, so this section here gives us the color-coded guide for the subject headings on there. So I'll just pan down this so you can see the different 12 categories. And this one the colors in this one don't look as bad as some of the others, where some of the others they actually have 2 shades of each color, and those can be a little bit harder to decipher because some of them look really close to the others. And I think I'm going to have to be unsticking some Bible pages. Alright, so then on this one here, it gives us an example of what they're meaning when they talk about God or discipleship, love. So those are the different categories. If you would like to stop the video at any point and look at those closer, you can. Boy, this, for being brand new, has got some dings and stuff in it. Then it also has an example of a verse. We've got God's plan for salvation. an introduction to Genesis. And then one thing that's a little bit different on these newer ones versus the old ones is these newer ones have all of the color codes along the bottoms of the pages, whereas the older styles you had a bookmark and you just had to make sure that you hung on to that bookmark. So if I flip through these pages on the bottom, you're going to see that this is across all the bottoms of the pages. So no matter where you're at, you're going to know that, you know, when you look at the yellow, that means that it's going to pertain to family. The little bit darker shade of green will be for love, and so forth. Now, one thing with the Rainbow Bibles, which is kind of neat, is because the way that they're done, you really don't get any ghosting on them. So that's one thing that I really like on these. And I don't know if it's just because of the way that the colors are. Like, you can see a tiny bit there, but when I look at just the page without looking through the camera, I don't really see anything. Alright, we're going to get to our ribbon. So it looks like we've got a brown ribbon, just a single satin. But it is nice that it at least has a ribbon. Wait, I'm going to have to unstick all of these pages, which is fine because that's going to give me a good preview of the whole Bible. We're going to get into the back here. And here are some of our additional features. This is one section that I really like in here. And these pages just are all wanting to stick together. So at the end of the biblical text, so on the other page of this is just Revelation, and then we've got our supplemental study aids. So we'll have our table of the weights and measures. Then we're going to get into ancient versions of biblical text. Know what God says. Then we're going to have 100 popular Bible passages. So it's going to have 50 from the Old Testament, 50 from the New. So I think that that's pretty neat. Then we're going to have 365 popular Bible quotations for memorization and meditation. And this, I think it's really neat, because if you took the time to memorize one each day, you'd just have a ton of them, where unfortunately I work too many hours to try to do that each day. But I think it's really neat. Boy, I may not be able to get that other page. So this may have part of it. Looks like we've got on the other page part of the beginning of the one-year reading plan. Boy, the beauty of getting a new Bible with the stuck pages. And they're just not going to unstick. So we're going to have a harmony of the Gospels. Then we've got, let's see what section this is here. I don't know if that's just the dictionary. Okay, there we go. So this one's going to be like a dictionary as far as just words that have changed meaning. So this can be helpful if you're new to the King James, because there's going to be words that may have changed meaning over the years. And if these pages weren't all sticking and making this video longer than it should be, then I would have found an example. Then we're going to have a concordance. It's a 3-column format. The text and everything is still really good in that. I'm going to have just a few pages of notebook paper. It's the same as the Bible paper, probably 4 or 5 pages. And then we've got just our regular Holman maps, which are all going to be just the typical Holman maps. This Bible will have a sewn binding. You can actually see the stitching on this one. But the Rainbow Bibles, I think, are all pretty neat. I like them. And one thing, like if you're out somewhere, like if I'm taking a Bible with me, a lot of times I've taken one of these with me just because when I'm sitting and reading and it's open, people ask me about it because they see this and they wonder what it is. And that's a really good way to start a conversation about the Bible and start talking to them about the gospel. So that is pretty neat. There's also, you're going to have like in-text maps, in-text illustrations, that sort of thing in this Bible as well. So it is pretty neat. So again, this one's just the Holman Rainbow Study Bible. I will put a link in the description box, and they offer these in multiple translations. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.